the real estate market's tanking. Is the bubble going to burst? Are we going to crash?
Welcome into the Motherhood Podcast. I'm your host, Morgan Shawver, bringing you all things from the real estate world and mommy life.
Welcome into your December 2025 edition of Motherhood. I'm your host, Morgan Shawver, bringing you all things from the real estate world and mommy life. And it is time, people, for the end of the year. We are wrapping up 2025, and I think I'm ready for it to be over. I can't tell. There were the past couple years, that I'm like, we got to end this one. This one was just kind of like, it was here. We welcomed Callie into the world. It was an interesting year with real estate. It was very up and down, but we're here. We're doing good. And I have a lot of good stats to drop onto you guys too with real estate. Some good things are happening, which I can never usually say in December, January, February, when it's really cold. No one wants to move. So things drop off a little bit, but things are looking good. Things are looking good in 2026. So we will take it. So an update on the world of the Shawvers. This weekend, I am very excited for what I get to do. I get to receive my $25 million award. So that means that I have sold, and this is a little bit confusing, that means I've sold $50 million in real estate, technically, because they only give you half the credit for the home sale that you have. So let's say I sell a $400,000 house. I only get credit for $200,000 because I'm only the buyer's agent, and then the seller's agent gets the other $200,000. So technically, I have now officially sold 500 million. Lord have mercy. I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be probably 6 feet under dead because that is stressful and too much for me. No, 50 million in real estate. So I am so excited and so proud of that. Yes, thank you. And I am not pregnant this year. God bless. I have been pregnant the past two. So my 5 million and my 10 million I was pregnant for. And so this one I am ready to party. Just kidding. Let's be honest. I think my special guest and I are both in the non-party stage where we understand that the next day it's not worth it. You have to be a human. So I'm very excited for that. It's actually the highest award you can receive from the Columbus Realtors until you get the Lifetime Achievement Award, which means that you've been in the business for 30 years. Let me say again, I don't know how long that's going to be, but we'll see. We'll see if we're in it for the long haul. I am only 31, so we got plenty of time, people. Plenty of time to get that. So an update on the kids. My special guest can talk about this too a little bit later. The holidays are here. They are truly pure magic. It's everything. Elf on the shelf, seeing Santa. I mean, you can't get any better than having kids during Christmas. I really don't think so. Thanksgiving's a little bit different because they don't care about the food, and it just kind of passes by. You know, you're with family, it's fine. And our Thanksgiving, we go to 2 of them. So it's a little bit chaotic in that one day. But Mima, I have to tell you, I'm talking to you here. Please, next year you can't have your house at 78. Because my gosh, with 16 of us, I was on fire. I think we all were on fire. So I love you. She's sitting there in her nice, cute little pink tracksuit, short sleeve. She's like, oh, I feel so comfortable and great. Oh, no. Max kept giving me like, Morgan, can we turn it down? I'm like, no, don't touch it. She will not be happy. Do not. So we were opening windows as it was snowing outside.
You look outside. I'm like, look at the snow.
Had to. We were on fire. So Christmas will be a little bit better. We'll probably tell her to layer up so we can turn that down. But like I said, it is an incredible time with the kids, and I just love it. So Oakland is 4. Collins, oh my gosh, I do that all the time. Collins is 2, and then Callie will be 7 months by the time Christmas rolls around. I know. Life is crazy. Flies. Time flies. It's crazy. And then we are fully in the swing of basketball season right now. We are going to Hilliard tonight. So we're against Hilliard Bradley. So by the time this comes out, we'll probably be a couple weeks deeper in to the basketball season. But right now we're having fun. We were just in Pickerington, my special guest's old stomping grounds, on Friday. And was a drive from Westerville, to say the least, 48 minutes. And it's like pitch black. by 4:00 now. It's crazy. We'll probably walk out of this podcast and it's going to be dark. No, I'm just kidding. But really, it's crazy. So bed. I know, time for bed. Well, that's what I say to the kids. I'm like, oh no, look, it's dark. We can't play another game. It's dark. You have to get a bath. And Max is like, Morgan, it's 5:30. I just came home. I'm like, sorry. We're exhausted, right? So that is an update on the world of the Shawvers. So I'm totally adjusting my seat for this because I am pumped to talk about this real estate market. And this is where I'll geek out, and this is where I get to say how much I love my job and relate it with numbers, because a lot of times, you can say, oh, I saw this beautiful house today. It was $1.2 million, just gorgeous, great counters. No, this is like actual facts and numbers that I am so happy to share with everybody. A lot of times on social media, TikTok, Instagram, you can see media outlets saying that the real estate market's tanking. Is the bubble going to burst? Are we going to crash? Is it going to be like another 2008? Well, I can say that in the last 3 weeks, so in the past 3 weeks, we are at a 3-year high with mortgage applications. So the past 3 weeks have been the highest number of applicants for a mortgage. Like, that is amazing. The COVID bubble is finally slowly getting over because those people were getting the 2%, the 2%, 3% interest rates, and people don't want to move for that. They're finally realizing, like, okay, these rates are sticking around. It's just the way it is. We can't stay in our home forever if you're having babies, if you want to be closer to family, if your jobs are moving you and you have to relocate. It's just the way it is. But rates are down now to 6.64% the past 18 weeks. They've been 6.64% or lower in the past 18 weeks. Like, we are getting some movement. We are finally feeling like, okay, things are slowly moving downward rather than spike up, spike down, spike up. And we didn't really ever spike down. It's just those 7% interest rates and higher even were really, really starting to hurt people, especially if they were pre-approved during that COVID market. So interest rates are looking good. We're getting lower and lower. Inventory is up 15.26% year over year. So we have 15% more houses on the market right now than we did last year. So buyers, you have your pick. You have choices now. You don't have to walk in and offer on a house within the first 5 minutes that you see it. You don't have to buy it sight unseen, as I'm pointing to my special guest. You don't have to offer and give the sellers everything that they want anymore. It's just not the way it is. And my special guest and I have been through many transactions together. So I know I think you can say you've really started to understand real estate completely. Right? Yeah.
Entry level.
Yeah, entry level, but you get it because you know the verbiage that it takes to have to 5 times. I have told you that. Mm-hmm. A buy with your condo, we sold it. You bought your third home. Yep. Or your what was that? Your Westerville one? Yeah. Was that Westerville? Yep. Your 3-level split. Sold that, and now we're in your move-up house. It's amazing. It's amazing. So we'll dive a little bit deeper into that. But last part of my update on the world of the Shawvers is my quote of the month. So our quote of the month, I loved this one because it reminded me of you.
Really? Well,
it really did.
I'm glad you said that because I was like, what a fitting quote.
I read it and I'm like, okay, I really feel like this is like a mission statement for you. Just who you are. I loved it. So it says, you are who you are when no one's watching. So you are who you are when no one's watching. And to me, when I was even writing that down on the podcast outline, who am I? It kind of made me reflect, who am I? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be known as? Because who do you want to become? Where are we going even? Reflecting on, I want to be the best version of myself. And both of us are pretty open on social media and we share a lot of our life. And I think that's just who we are at our core. It's not putting things out because there are people, I'm sure they're like, oh, she's not like that in person. She's not like that in person. But you best believe we are, and we will tell you like it is with our little type A personalities and get it done. And I think that's why we just click. Yeah. We just flow that we are who we are, and we just share our lives in the most authentic way. I guess that's without said. Being like, I trying to pump ourselves up, I guess.
Yeah. Or create
some type of persona. Yeah. That's totally not who we are. Yep. We are literally, you are what you get. Yeah. And I'm sure Colin's the same way that he's like, do you have to record this right now? Do you have to take a picture? I get that on a daily basis.
He's not in them anymore. He just
I know.
I'll see him go.
I know. Yep. Slowly move away. And that's fine. No. And respectfully, I'm like, I get it. Yeah. Like you have to have that in your brain. Like a mind switch that. Yes. No camera. No camera. Collins will too. Maybe it's a girl thing. Or Oakland is now in the phase where, yes. Yes. I'll say, Oakland, say cheese. Cheese. And I'm like, oh, for the love of goodness. Just look at me.
Everywhere but.
Yes. I'm like, just look at me. I promise it'll be over quicker if you just
I could have been done already.
Yes. Yes. So with that being said, I would love to welcome my special guest, Jordan, to Motherhood. Jordan, we have been through so much life together. We can say we've like quite literally grown up together in our adult life.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We met at OU through my old roommates, and my roommate was one of your best friends in high school. And then I think it was literally social media that just kind of kept us connected. Yeah. And then like 17 houses later, here we are with life babies, phases. And I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me. Yes. I was thinking about it because when I read over this and it said like, feels like we grew up together, I was thinking like each kind of like deal we've done has been like a little phase per se, because even before I bought, when I wanted to buy, when I was leaving Cleveland, we went to look for houses for me to buy by myself, and it didn't end up working out. But that was like the first like reconnect. Kind of. And I think, I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like you were pregnant with Oakland.
Probably.
Maybe around then.
Probably. I feel like one of us has been pregnant for the past like 17 years. So it's fine. Taking turns. Yeah. It's your turn. Baton is passed. I'm done.
I haven't decided yet. So.
But even when we were looking for this last house, gosh, I remember you, poor thing. What month was it? Because it was getting out of winter and it was going into warmer weather because you were wearing a sweater because you were do you remember this? Do you remember what story I'm saying? And we were doing like a walkthrough, the blue tape walkthrough. And you poor thing, you were 20 something, maybe 30 weeks pregnant.
I don't remember how far I was, but I was.
You were dying of a heat stroke because it was so hot outside, but you had a thick sweater because Ohio weather. Yeah. You put it on in the morning when it's freezing, and then I'm
trying to think exactly
60
what it was.
degrees.
Probably like, because we moved in October.
Is that when it was? Last year?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But we looked at it before then because we lived at Colin's grandma's for a little bit in between.
Okay, you are so right, because I told you guys I was pregnant at your final walkthrough.
Yes.
I was like, hey, surprise. Yeah. And I remember Colin's like, what?
What
do you
He looked at me like, don't
Well, I probably looked like I was going to keel over and die at any minute.
Were sick.
So, yes. And so I had to tell you because I'm like, if I vomit,
you're like,
it's not, I'm not.
I look like this.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. So it was closer to the end of last year. So we just hit a year. Yeah. Ish.
Yeah, I just got your gift card.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, then it really was just a year. I'm holding it hostage. I love it. It is a Starbucks gift card. I actually almost. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. So, backtracking, Jordan, tell us about you. Who are you?
See, and I knew that question was on here. I looked at it and I still hate it.
I know.
I don't know why.
I hate it too.
But I'm a mom of 2 little girls, and then I was trying to think of it like I'm a wife.
The two most important things.
Yeah, wife, aunt, mom. And I'm trying to figure out the other part. I like to create. I just don't know what that looks like yet. So, something.
So, follow her on Instagram. What's the handle?
Ren and Roseway.
Ren and Roseway. And I'm not kidding. There were a couple times when I see her reels and I'm like, I wonder how much I'd have to pay her to make her do mine.
Oh
I'm not
God,
kidding.
stop it.
I actually considered it. And I'm like, I wonder. But Lord have mercy, I just hired another marketing person, but not even to create content for me, just to help me post things.
It's exhausting.
Exhausting. It's a whole nother job.
Yeah, it's a love-hate because it's, like, at least for me, it's a very easy way to have, like, an outlet.
Yes.
And it doesn't cost anything. Like, you essentially just make it on your phone and post it. But the other side of it is it's a nightmare because I was actually just talking to Colin about this because when I got on Instagram, like I changed it from Stormy Smiles to Ren Roseway. He was like, I don't care if you do this as long as it doesn't affect your mental health. He's like,
it can.
Yeah, 100%. I was sitting there this morning, like, I have like hours and hours of different videos, just like, you know, from doing something weekend or making something.
Yes.
And to try to edit it and like articulate what you're trying to put out there is the hardest thing.
It is.
In the entire world. Like, I could sit here and talk to you about it all day. And then when you go to do it and you'll be really proud of something and it gets like 200 views.
I am not
and
kidding.
Like,
yes, I was on a different podcast, actually my producer's podcast, and we were talking about that when I first started real estate, that's all I focused on, really. Yeah. You know, I knew videos were the up and coming, and the older agents were really apprehensive about it. So I'm like, okay, this is where my alleyway.
It confuses them. They're
yes.
like, why are you recording that?
Right. I'm like, this is what I'm going to take, and I'm going to run with it.
Yeah.
So I would take hours and days editing one, and then I'd get 200 views. And then I'm like, well, why did I just do that?
But you got to keep doing it.
You do.
And you're a perfect example of that.
You do.
It's just like, especially with the more vulnerable side of things, depending on like what you're posting. Yeah.
Yes.
Those ones make it harder because it's like, okay, I just shared that and maybe I shouldn't have.
No. But have there been a couple that you post that you're like,
or I'm like very excited about them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, like if I saw this, I would be like, oh.
Truly like want to follow them.
Yes.
Like that's what it comes down to.
And
like,
it doesn't hit. And then the ones that I'm like, okay, I don't care, I just want to post something.
Resonates completely.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. So I just like am trying just to.
But you are so good. You are so good at it. Like you have a certain eye that you just know what looks good. And that's hard.
Yeah. Well, and that's so funny because with your videos, because now you see the home videos everywhere.
Yes.
And
other
than like selling Sunset.
Yeah.
I only saw yours. And how hard is it at the beginning to do something when people are like,
they thought it was so weird.
It's like cringe or whatever they say nowadays. But they start doing it when they see that it's working.
I know.
And clearly what you're doing is working. So.
But really, even for my mom, for that matter, I had to force her. I have so many conversations with my team saying, or people that want to join real estate, the first thing I ask them, and I had a meeting with a family friend. He's wonderful. He's in his 50s. And he's like, I want to do real estate. How did you get to where you're at? And I said, do you like social media? Do you like pictures? And he's like, I don't do pictures. I don't put myself out there. Phones are just not my type. And I said, I'm really sorry. I will help you with the back end of real estate, but that's just not my business. Like, that's not, no.
It's just like such a like give and take because I did so I stopped posting like from when I had Ren until a couple months ago.
Okay, so tell us the back end of Stormy Smiles. That's where that's right. And then we got to talk about the podcast because she used to have one too.
It actually started All Things Jord. I don't know.
Yes, it did. I have a Cleveland Brown shirt with All Things Jord on the back of it.
So that was like when you didn't post anything besides like your social updates. So I made All Things Jord Instagram posts just to post like calligraphy, like little things. And then I got, I think it was a silhouette, not a cricket. It was like before the cricket was like a thing. So I started making stuff and I would literally iron them on with like an iron. And I lived at home. Yeah. So if you have that shirt,
I probably do.
It probably is like
nothing has ever fallen off. But I do have a Columbus Blue Jacket shirt that you tie-dyed.
Yes, I remember.
I do. I have all the stuff.
You do.
I do.
So that, and then when people started buying, so backstory, that was before it was all saturated, which is same with your field. Like there wasn't a bunch of people and you were like successful, I guess you could say, when you were doing something different or just like showing up because not everyone did it. So like the Splash City sweatshirts, the ones I bleached.
Yes.
Those I made so much money.
Really?
Off those. That was COVID and no one was doing it yet.
Right.
Or they were and it just wasn't like as common.
Yeah.
And then so after that sweatshirt did really well, I was like, oh, maybe I can make this a thing. So I did Stormy Smiles, and that's when it was more like mental health focused because people were actually like kind of tolerating it a little bit more. And I had always thought like, which kind of goes back to when we met, when we would go out and do different things. That person and who I actually was like was too different, which is like probably too much for.
No, it's not. No, my gosh, there were so many times. That's where our common friend, and I love her for this, Mackenzie, she's like, we were never the people that were like, let's go out on a Saturday night. Like we would much rather like sit in. And Ken was the same way. You know, we just never cross that. But that's just what you did.
Right. So
you know?
We did it and it just never ended that great with me.
Yeah.
So people kind of finally started to talk about it. So I was like, I can't talk about it in person, but I can like post little captions and stuff. So I switched it to Stormy Smiles and did like the It's Okay, Me Too sweatshirts and stuff like that. And then for some reason, when I got pregnant with Ren, I was like, I don't want my whole identity to be like, I'm struggling and having such a hard time, because that transition to motherhood, which is like the best thing in the entire world. So I got in my head and was like, I don't want her to think that like I was miserable because of her.
Because
or like,
of her.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's you had that footprint now. So it was like this weird thing. And social media, like people were like becoming like famous and stuff off TikTok and stuff. And I was like, if one of these videos were to like, I don't want to be known for struggling, because that's not the whole picture. Right. So I just like stopped doing it until, so I had Ren and then I had Ro, and I'm like, I'm hobby jumping. Like I crocheted, I had a podcast.
Yes, you did. That I listened to.
Yes.
Is it still up?
Probably.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Seriously, I would say oh my gosh, how many years ago would that have been?
I was
3,
in the
4?
Westerville house.
Yes.
It was right before I had Ren, so probably 3 years ago.
I remember wrapping Christmas presents, listening to your podcast, and I screenshot it and sent it to you. And I was like, hey, listening to the new episode. I'm not kidding. But
it's so funny being in here.
Isn't it all full circle?
I literally had headphones on. I don't even think I talked anything. I think it was like my laptop. I was just.
Right. Talking.
Yeah. And I downloaded something to like transcribe it. I don't even remember, honestly. I think I did like 9 episodes and was like.
We are such a full circle right now, though.
Well, because I think it all comes down to is like finding something like creative.
Yes.
But like there's just so many outlets and trial and error that I still don't have any idea what I'm
still figuring it out, though. But that's where it comes down to, like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, oh, I'm 31. I feel so old. But I think that's just being a mom. Oh, yeah. You feel so old because it's just like a mind switch, because you are literally taking care of another whole human.
Of them.
Yes. And everything will fall. And love you, Colin and Max. So take this with a grain of salt, because they're the best husbands.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
100%.
And I know Colin so well. Like, they are so involved, everything. But we take things so personally, literally type A. So I need everything this way, that we put everything on ourselves.
Right. You know? Yeah, they could be showing up and doing everything, but I still have to.
Yes. And if you do it, I'll probably reach.
Yeah. Yeah, I've learned not to say anything anymore. Yes. Like, thank you so much for doing the dishes.
Yes.
I'm going to go back through and try them all off.
Yes, I know. It's so
He actually threw the stuff in the dryer. So I took Ren to the doctor's last night, and then we had like a dinner date thing. We went to Chick-fil-A. And when I got home,
Just you two?
Yeah. And he was with Ro, and we haven't done
Incredible.
that. Like, we haven't forever. So I got home, and he had moved the stuff from the washer to the dryer, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it was like the mat in the kitchen, so it has like that sticky bottom.
Oh, no,
so it was like, so I took it
yes,
out
yes.
and threw it over the banister so it could air dry.
Stop it.
But he did. I was
I
like,
love
thank
him.
you so much for doing the laundry.
But yes.
And inside, just like you said, the way we are, I'm like,
yes. But you know what? I'm proud of us, because that's where it comes back to mental health too, that okay, that's where I have to take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Is this worth for me to actually say out loud?
Yeah.
Like, I have to think that.
Yeah.
Yes, because all I would do is hurt him. Yeah. And I'm like, I love you.
And he's trying.
Yes.
And that's the same, even like, not to pivot, but with the kids.
No.
I feel the same way, because I will catch myself. I do a lot better. but I will catch myself like losing it. Yeah, why? And it's like she's just trying her best too. Like she's into, I think we kind of talked about this before, but the 2-year-olds, they're just trying to control everything. So like Ren is not wanting to eat anything but popsicles. This girl will stand at the freezer and scream and cry until she gets popsicle. So I literally find myself, one, negotiating with her, and two, I was like, all you have to do is eat a Cheeto and you can have a popsicle, because I had to stand my ground and not just give in, because next time it would be worse. But also at the same time, I'm like, I'm the parent.
We just want to raise
good here.
We are doing things, and I'm sure you're the same way too. We are doing things that I would look at a mom and be like, oh, no, I would never do that.
100%.
You best believe.
Yeah.
She wants a bag of chips at 8:30 in the morning. You want Ritos? You get those Ritos, girlfriend.
That's what I'm like.
You want them?
You
yes. Chippies.
Your battles. Yep, chippies. Yeah.
That's what we have.
Popsicles.
Yes.
Yeah. So
anything.
she just, or chocolate. It's like a fudge bar, which I did start getting like the sugar-free ones. I tried to like make them a little bit better.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just like, some of them are like not worth.
We have good chunky girls though, which makes me happy that it's not like so detrimental.
Oh yeah. No, the doctor literally at her appointment yesterday was like, let's work on maybe the variety of foods, but clearly she's doing
She's
fine.
just fine. I know.
Yeah.
What is she in, like the 80s or in the 90th?
She's actually in 79th now.
Oh, okay.
Roe is
We're
in like
doing
95.
That's
And that girl won't eat anything. She only wants her bottle, which is a whole different tangent. But yeah, nothing.
How old's Roe now?
10 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But she just like has no interest in anything. Like I tried to give her icing. Just like, no. Doesn't want anything. I'm like,
you just have two very strong-willed girls. Where did they get it, you think?
Idea.
Where do you think they learned to be so strong?
I don't
Colin's
know.
in for it.
I told him, I was like, as hard as it is now and probably will be in the future too, we will not have to worry about them not sticking up for themselves or like what they want.
The boys they bring home, like none of it.
Oh gosh.
They're so strong. I love it. So switching to real estate.
Yes.
Like we said before, we're on deal number 5 together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of deals.
Yeah.
I think a friend actually was like, okay, can you like use somebody else?
Yeah.
You've given Morgan enough. Like we're good.
Sure?
We're just.
But and too, it just makes sense. Like why? But do you know what I mean? Like why wouldn't I? It's always gone smoothly. And on top of that, like your mother who's trying to make it, doing what, you know. What you love. Why wouldn't I do that?
I love you for that.
Of course.
I love you. But we're going to dive into your last house. Okay. So the house that you're in, with that one, we even went from building, completely building, on full-on land. Like a new build.
Knocking everything down.
Yes.
Laying it out.
New build meetings. Like we had the house completely built. Right? Then it went to, we did look at a couple existing, none that were even close to clicking. And then now you landed on a new build. It was a spec home. Yeah. But in a neighborhood, totally a complete pivot.
Yeah.
From
where
you were.
On a main road with land.
Yes. Main road. And you were next to.
My parents.
Yes. They were going to build next to their parents like a full on shared driveway, forking out to parents and you. Yeah. And I think I can even physically, I feel like you can put yourself in that day too. Remember the day when we were sitting and waiting for hours for the lot manager, the project manager, to come and stake it out. And we weren't on the books for them to come. It was the
Which was just
weirdest.
so fitting.
It was perfect. Because then I was like, Jord, are you okay? Like, do we want, is this an omen that this is not right?
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
You know?
We're like, let's rethink this real quick.
But so before that, we had gone to Wayne Homes, close to Lancaster. I remember it
was like off the.
Off of what was that, 33 or something?
23, I forget. One of those,
And we went to Wayne Homes, completely built out. Loved that designer.
Was so fun.
So fun.
That was so fun.
We got to build out the entire house, to the flooring, to the paint, like all of it was great. And then I remember you were by yourself and you were like, Morgan, I'm going to go get Chipotle for lunch. Like, you were pregnant and I'm like, yes, girl, go. Then we did the lot walk or whatever. And somewhere along the lines, it just became, we got numbers. Yeah. We got numbers.
We had tentative, an idea, because when we were picking out for the new build, you go through, like, you have options from what's included to thousands and thousands of extra dollars. And you had talked to me about if it's something that you're really like the next day or down the line, you'd be like, I wish I just did this from the get-go, then do it. But if not, like stick to
your budget.
Yeah.
Because it can hurt really quickly.
Yeah. So there was like a couple things. But yeah, so it just, when we got like the loan, I don't know if that's correct.
Yep.
When you have a new build, they like put in the extra money for a lien.
Yep. So they put in, are you talking about the driveway and?
Like they needed to have like the extra amount of money in case something went over.
Oh,
so like
reserves.
Yes.
Yes.
That was, we were under the impression, which might have been on my end, I don't know where it fell, but the loan is this X amount of money with those reserves in. When you don't need that money, it will come off. Well, what really happens is they pay them off. It doesn't come off the total amount. So our monthly payment was still going to be astronomical.
Yes.
And I was due with Roe in like 4 months.
Yeah, I was going to say it was long enough to find a house.
Yeah.
Not long enough to build a house. No. You know?
It actually fell like perfectly into place because it was still the same schools. Yeah. And we had teetered back and forth between wanting a neighborhood for them to run around in, but also not wanting to be on top of people. Yeah. So there's like little things here and there. But yeah, so it was the building process is made for certain select people, I believe. Mm-hmm. Which is awesome because you can pick out everything you want. Like it's exactly, I will say that's one disadvantage of the route we went, just because a lot of our walls are still builder white.
Absolutely.
Like just very, it's not like home and lived in like in Westerville. Yep. So there's like here and there, but overall I feel like the little signs that were like, you're not on the schedule. Here's an extra $20,000. Yes. Here's this. Timeline I think was kind of getting pushed back because it was about to be winter. Yes. And they couldn't dig. And then the one that we got now, it doesn't have a basement. So they didn't dig, which it was a spec home.
And they had, I think if I'm right, didn't they have a contract on that one? Yours?
Yes, it fell out.
And it fell through like perfectly.
And it was the only one of that build that was left
and that was
open.
The only one I wanted you guys to look at. And we did look at a couple of other ones, and they were nice.
They just weren't big enough. No. We were going to be in the same boat because in the condo it was very choppy where I lived, and then in Westerville was my dream cozy, like
it was
three level splits, but we outgrew it.
Yeah,
so
pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I mean with doggies too. Like every breathing soul that you added, and then when you got pregnant, you were like, I can't add another baby in here. Yeah. Could you have done it? Absolutely. You can do anything, but.
Renly would probably still
do
it.
That's what I was going to say. Do you want to do it? No.
And we would have eventually had to move anyway. Yeah. So.
And now you're closer to family, too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because when you were talking about driving to Pickerington, I was like, I remember the holidays specifically when we were in Westerville because our heat went out. Yeah. And we had to go back and forth because.
Is that before or after you got a new HVAC system?
Right before.
Yep. Yeah, see, there you go.
And you want to know what's crazy? Which I probably shouldn't. We're still paying for that. Like, there's no interest on it.
Are you being serious?
I'm being so for real. That was like one of our little payments. So we've like, literally. So when I had Ren and we moved and I was working at Roosters too.
Yes.
That was like, we had like a list of things we wanted to pay off to feel comfortable, like, in the new home with 2 kids. And like, and the HVAC was one of the ones we were like, we're not touching it. Yeah. It's low and but we talk about it all the time now. We're like, how do we
stop?
Yeah.
The day that you pay that off, you have to text me.
I will.
It's like a celebration.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I cannot believe.
Isn't that?
You did, though, in your Westerville split level. Like, it was a pure uptown Westerville split level. Like, it's exactly what you would picture. You did the best things. Like, you maximized that space. Because in the end, when you got your couch in, when you got your beds in, it started to shrink and shrink. You know? I mean, I was ready for you guys to build an addition onto the back because you had to.
I'm sure I've talked to you about it, but I was like, okay, can we knock out this wall and use the garage? Yeah. And like, how many times would I send you listings and be like,
thoughts? What do we think?
What are you doing?
What do we think?
Your house isn't even up.
But you also profited a great amount. But this comes back around to it. You profited because you put in the money and the work. Yeah. If you wouldn't have touched it.
Well, and two was just not doing everything I wanted to do right away because like we did the kitchen and the bathroom.
immediately you did
but we're so huge. I feel like those are like,
yes,
especially because we only had one shower. Yeah. So like when you have a little baby, you know, all the bath toys, you had to like, we just spent so much time in there. Yeah. And then that's where I got ready because our room weren't big enough to have it like a dresser. We didn't have a dresser in our room. Yeah.
You turned one of your bedrooms into a closet. It was amazing though.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it was, and too, you just like, I feel like I was able to say what I needed, not what I wanted. Yeah. And make it work because, I mean, I
think your condo helped with that.
Yes.
Like, yes, was your condo not, it was what you needed at the time. And I am proud of you because a lot of people can't get that in their heads. They want what they want and that's what they think is their first house. You wouldn't be where you're at if you wouldn't have bought that condo.
No. And we were talking about too, like, we as in me and Colin, like there's just so many like weird things that like lay out because he lives like 2 seconds away from that condo.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, and if we wouldn't have sold it when we sold it, we probably wouldn't have got pregnant.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. See, it's so weird that I remember. Yes.
Yeah, and there's actually a gas station right in front of that condo now.
I saw that. I was delivering a Christmas present and I drove past it and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't mean to rag on that because
I just mean like I have 2 big dogs and 2 little kids, so I don't want that, you know, if you
for anybody, I mean, even in the front of a neighborhood, you don't want to live by a gas station. Like the smells, the driving in it. I mean, it's a constant circle of people driving there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, is it great that the land was bought and whatever and but a gas station?
I know. I was like,
couldn't even put another Mexican restaurant or anything.
I know. Literally, we still go to that one over there. Yeah. But Colin was essentially like, we're not, because when I wanted to move, he was like, why are we moving?
Why are we moving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when we were leaving Westerville, he's like, we're not moving.
I know.
And now I make little comments, which I love our house.
Yeah.
But I make little comments. I'm like, oh, well, maybe if my parents sell their house and like,
oh my gosh, stop.
But you are for no reason, it's just like,
you are me. You want to be one step ahead of everybody, right? But you buying a house that young, you were, right? Like the average. Do you know what the average age right now of a home buyer is?
It has to be crazy high because everything's so expensive.
When did you buy your first house?
20.
I think 25 or 26.
25? Yeah, right around.
The average age right now is 40.
No,
40 years old.
Are you crazy?
Swear. I'm like, these people, they're renting. These people are renting until 40 years old. We're going to have like
That's
9
crazy.
Kids by then.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know?
Maybe together.
Oh, jeez. At this rate, we'll be on house like number
but even 17. Renting is so expensive because that was the battle we had and it was like, like as in me and you when we were looking the first time around when I was trying to leave Cleveland.
And didn't we think your monthly payment of like $1,500 was like insanely high? You're like,
and then I ended up getting into an apartment that was like $1,600 a month.
I know. But that condo, like I think also when you bought, that gas station wasn't there.
No.
Some things hadn't happened in that. Like that was a good area. And then there are just certain pockets of canal and I mean, shoot, even Pickerington, Reynoldsburg, Blacklick, they're starting to get hit a little bit more with oversaturation of apartments. I mean, there's a whole new apartment complex next to you.
There's like 3. They added back behind one that was already there. And then there's 2 new ones too.
Who needs this many apartments?
Nobody.
We need those condos. Yeah. Like we need condos to be able to build like low affordability. Yeah. And no one can build anything right now.
But you're very good at bringing it back down to reality of what you need in your first home. Because
I know.
What we're looking at versus what... Do you remember? I don't know why I thought about this. When I locked myself out of my car at someone's house we were looking at. It was in West Road. It was a split.
Your niece was with us. Yeah. I absolutely do. Are you serious? Of course I do. Who came to get you? Was it your mom?
I think it was my stepsister.
Maybe it was your
stepsister to get us.
Yes.
Yeah.
She did.
She was like closest.
There was a cop there too. Didn't we call? Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. I think
Jordan, I remember all of this. Yeah. We were by the Kroger off of Sunbury Road in a split level, and it was a really cute split level. Yeah. And I was like, are you sure you're okay? Because I had a basketball game. I'm like 99% sure I was going to a basketball game that Max was coaching.
Yeah, but my little sister came because she had to bring my spare key because the cop could not open it because it was private property.
Yes. Yep. Because you were in the driveway, I
Yeah.
think, not on the street.
Mm-mm.
Like if you were on the street,
Yeah.
it would have.
Yeah, and we're like, this isn't a good sign.
Gosh, look at that. No. And that one probably went for 7. It had 7 offers and $15,000
Yeah, that was when it was like,
over.
you were like, unfortunately, you have to tell me like right now.
Yeah.
Because everything was fighting.
And I think we actually got your condo. We got it was over list price. I do remember that.
Appraisal gap with that one.
But it was,
And I learned.
Appraisal gap.
Yep, we learned. And 2, I was not there for 2 years.
No.
So we learned.
You were not there for
I
2
learned.
years.
You already knew, but I learned very quickly about the appraisal gap and then what happens when you're not.
I told you. Look
I
at
know
you,
you did.
real estate lady. No, I'm saying right now. Look at you, real estate
you did.
lady.
You taught me all this.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's hard.
Yeah.
But now that you've been through it so many times, it's really not as bad as moving. Just is awful.
Yeah.
Like flat out.
See, and which
moving
is so funny
hard.
is I don't mind
Really?
moving. No, because I think it's like a fresh. It don't get me wrong,
Like a
it's
fresh
stressful.
start.
Yes, but it's like, you know, you get to reorganize and everything has its home, which I'm
That's
completely contradicting myself because
No.
this time being pregnant with Ro, I was just telling Colin I have little areas that have not been touched
Well,
since we moved in because they just don't have like their home and
Their
they're
home, yeah.
in.
Yep.
Yes, their
but
own
you'll
little-
find
Oh yeah.
a home for it.
Well, we
It's
did our
just-
inspection or year inspection.
Yep.
or however,
Yearly
so
walkthrough situation.
They were great.
See if they
came
needed
and
anything fixed.
or like
Good.
just like
Nail
from it
pops.
settling. Yeah.
Yep.
So now Colin's giving me permission to do whatever I want. So within budget, obviously. But
Obviously.
so I'm gonna paint.
I
and
was
do,
just
like-
gonna ask, what are we doing?
Yeah. So I put fake tile up in the kitchen. It's like sticky.
Love it.
And it's very cute. But I want to paint. I'm like trying to get out of this like beige box I put myself in, like everybody else
I know.
did for some time. So I want to
know.
like paint the playroom and the girls' rooms because they're just like
What are you gonna paint it?
Ro something blue.
Love it.
Because I don't know why, but everything's been like I've
Blue
been
for
tuned
her.
towards blue, and Ren's the opposite. I feel like she's like bright pink and like purple and just sass.
Yes.
So,
Hot
but
pink and
her bed's on the
sparkles.
floor right now. She got a big
Yeah.
girl bed and new dresser,
Yep.
but she won't sleep in the bed.
So where does she sleep?
On the floor next
Okay.
to the bed.
Mm-hmm. That's about right.
So the doctor told me that control is food, sleeping, and potty training.
okay.
They're
Are we
gonna-
potty training yet?
I thought we were.
I know.
She tricked me
We
for,
started
like-
for Collins
Did
too.
you? I was gonna ask. Okay.
But she tricked me.
yeah, she was like wanted the panties, wanted to go on the
Yes,
potty
all the
by
things.
herself. Went on a couple times, and now she's like,
No.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
she would rather die than get on that potty.
Yes.
So we pulled back some.
We just say, do you want to go? Oakland was 3-ish. Like,
Well, boys are
maybe
supposedly
3.5.
harder.
He was, but
You
So
told me,
easy.
wasn't it because he had to for preschool?
Preschool.
Yes, which actually I've
Mhm.
heard that a
yes,
bunch of times.
Yes, which was fine. So yeah, it would have been like almost 3.5, maybe like 3 and 4 months. So I'm not forcing anything.
neither.
Like I don't care, but I'm sure Ren was the same way. Collins was showing signs, and I'm like, girlfriend, okay,
Yes.
let's do this.
And she knows. She's aware. Like, that's why I was like, she 100% knows.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
we
know.
started and then we pulled back too.
So what else? Paint,
Paint.
fence. You got the fence.
We got the fence before winter came around.
Yes.
That was like one of the things I was
You
like,
had to have.
Yeah. We have 2 horses essentially, which I don't know how you feel about your doggy, but no, just like it's
really
so
sad.
hard.
It's really
I'm
sad.
like, Daisy was
I know.
my
You're everything.
actual baby, and now
I know.
It's so much. with
It's
little
so
kids,
hard
but-
when their wet noses are all up in your business,
And they're-
but you're also feeding a child, but you have the 2-year-old who's screaming at you.
I was gonna
'cause
say
she's
their
sitting-
paws.
Yes. And then you just want things clean.
Yep.
It's so sad.
Yeah, I like spit for the floor, and then they come inside. I'm like, oh
I know.
God.
It's
But big
hard.
things, there's not really, with a new build, there's not really like, a lot of it is just
No.
like getting rid of like the white. Everything's
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
Which is so funny because for a long time I feel like that's what I wanted was
absolutely.
everything to be white.
Yes.
And now I'm like, we
Well,
have
'cause it
Cheeto
is the
fingers.
opposite
like,
what you were coming from.
Yeah.
In Westerville.
Yeah,
You know, you were
everything
like
was-
a fresh, clean slate. How much do you use that fireplace? Are you
all the time.
obsessed?
Yeah. And it's Ren's favorite toy, right?
I love it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we put the fire out. We blow it, yeah. But I will say that I think it will end up confusing her because she, like, it's not, you can hit the heat up top, but, like,
Right.
she, like, does not understand that fire
That is not
yes,
good.
yes.
Okay, so just so everyone understands what that, like,
Oh.
they have a wonderful electric fireplace.
Yes.
D.R. Horton put it in. It was
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Right? I think if you are building a house, the fireplace is like the first thing that you would knock off. And it's because it's like
we did.
Yes, it's up to like $15,000 right now.
But Colin now says he's like, I won't. If we were ever in this situation again, he would always get the fireplace.
Always.
It just makes
it's worth it.
Well, and it's just it makes it so much more homey. It's not just like another.
Well, you have something to center your room around. Yeah. So I usually fireplaces were between like 7 and 9, which I thought was kind of ridiculous in the first place. But it, you should do it. And then now I have someone building with MI in Galena, $15,000. And they're not getting it because they're like, we would rather this lot, right? Because you have to choose between, wherever you want to allocate your money. Yeah. So they decided against it. But I'm like, I don't know how to word it. But I was such a harper on if, yes, maybe you don't like this tub that they put in.
The carpet was like a big thing. I remember we talked about.
Right. Maybe you don't like this carpet.
Yep.
It's going to be destroyed. You will probably, by the time you sell it.
Yeah, you'll get new carpet.
You will get new carpet. Or you will get new, right. You probably will end up tiling your shower anyway. So just live with it for now. But there's just
the fireplace has been a nice little perk. Because that's another thing we wouldn't have gotten.
No.
So.
No. And you have 5 bedrooms?
Yeah, it's 5 bedrooms, a loft, and then that like...
I forgot about the loft.
Extra like office room when you walk in. So we have like a playroom that we use.
I was just going to ask what you're using the rooms for.
Yeah, the family room. So like the main living area, there's like a little room that I think is supposed to be an office. Maybe.
Yes, right behind it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because we can kind of block off the steps and then each girl has a bedroom, a spare bedroom, and then our bedroom. And then the loft is kind of like a hangout where I work. We do bedtime, like Ren will watch TV up there and then the front little
That's
room,
what I was going to ask, too, the front room.
It's kind of like the dog's room now. That's like, they hang out in there.
Sweet.
I think it's because the leather couch is like cold, so they like it. But we also keep the food and water in there because, as you know, little kids like to eat dog food.
Eat it.
Dip everything in the water. So we have like a little gate you can pull out. So it's kind of their room.
You have so many things in your home. So many.
And it still feels like there's not enough room.
Seriously.
Well, I just feel like there is.
No, but really, I know. Yeah. You will never have enough space.
No. Well, and especially just with kids. It's just.
No.
I know for Christmas, they're like, what do you want? What do they want? I'm like, not toys.
Oh, family members?
Yes, not toys.
We're trying to do experiences, which is also hard because.
You have to be able to go.
And you don't understand that I'm like, no, honey, Disney on Ice is in February.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want.
Does Collins understand Santa and like
yes, Christmas? Because Oakland is I think Elf on the Shelf has been one of the worst things to happen to me because 1, I'm obsessed with it, but 2, he wakes up now at like 5:30 looking for where Abracadabra is, and I'm like, well, he gonna disappear with his magic if you wake up one more time. Yeah. So I told him he has this green light, or he has a night light, the hatch. Yeah. And we have it red for night. Yeah. Well, when it's green, that's when he can come out of his room. It's at 7:00. Like that's still not that. Like
no, that's real.
Come on, you're okay. Well, this morning was finally, if you come out of your room before it goes green, he's gonna stay in the North Pole for the night because he is not coming back. And he was like, "Okay, mommy, I'll do it. I'll do it."
You type them out, which is so smart. I do because there's the kids.
Well, because I prep the night before,
which also kudos to you.
Yes,
because when I text you. You asked me in April, I think? Yeah. And I was like, am I still
I think my producer can say it too, that I'm 20 shades of crazy like you, that I
but you have to.
I know.
Like
I know.
There's no other way to do it because, I was like, I wonder if I'm still.
Well, it's the nights too. And I know during basketball season, it just is what it is and I love it. But we're going to Hilliard tonight.
I don't know how you do it.
So
Colin says that every time he sees anything
oh my gosh.
He's like, How many things do you
just do it?
No, normal people don't.
Well, I just do it because maybe I have like some type of mental deficiency that I just don't feel pain anymore. And I think that's just like
it could be that. I think you also just get like joy from other people having joy.
We have so much fun, but I will say Tuesday nights at 7:30 when they're away, and tonight's like the triple decker, like it's all of those things. And Oakland has school in the morning. Then he has to be up. His school starts at 8 a.m.
I would say, will they go with you to the game?
Absolutely.
They usually do. So how does that go? Because if Ren is not in bed by 7:30 at the latest.
Chaos.
Yes.
It is.
Screaming, crying.
Okay, so I think they've just been numb to it that they just
used to it,
handle it.
Enjoy it.
Wednesdays are rough though. Like I'll say that Wednesdays are hard.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Oakland, but like I don't, because like it's going to be like this for years and years to come. But I feel like it's like a reset on Wednesday mornings. Like the girls are slow. Like Collins will usually take a nap really early in the morning.
Just kind of
like,
reset everything.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a disaster. Like on Wednesday mornings.
But
like it looks so worth it.
I know, because I always look, I'm like, they're all in a picture. They're all dressed cute. They're still out and about. I'm like,
Oh no, it's like a 48-hour period where I'm like even today after this, I'm like, okay, I know we're going to end. I know when I'm going to put them down. I know when they're going to wake up. I know what dinner they're going to have, because then we need to be in the car. It is, guys, my brain's psychotic. Like it's really bad.
I like to think I'm organized. I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Not like that.
Well,
it'll be 5:30. Colin's like, what are we having for dinner? I'm like,
best thing I ever did too. Guys, this podcast, people are going to be like, whoa, she's crazy. I'm out of here. I prep the first of every month on our skylight. I know what we're having every single day for dinner.
I have an idea for you. You need to make a booklet, like a schedule, a calendar thing that you do, and then you can just sell it, and then people can fill in.
Sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not good at producing money. I'm good at doing things, but like the amount of things I sponsor in a year that I just say yes to, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. I think I sponsored like a walkathon that I was like, is that in Portsmouth? Like, I don't even know where that's at. And people will be like, it's for my X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, oh my gosh, of course I'll support your brother's, uncle's, nephew's walk. Yeah, of course I'll donate. Well, in my head, I'm like, it might get me business.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where, but
but you're growing the community, and that's what.
Growing the community.
I'm telling you.
That's what we'll go with.
Yes.
That's what we'll go with.
That's the only reason I feel like, not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why you do so well, is because you put back in.
Just try to be a human.
You're not like,
I try to be a good
give me
human.
all your money.
Well, I try to be as good of a human as possible.
Well, you are.
I try. So, do you have any plans for Christmas?
We're actually like trying to slow down, because my parents are divorced and my parents' parents are divorced. So we have always like had like 4+ Christmases. Colin's family, no one is divorced, not a single person. So they do it all together. So I'm like, we need to do one with my mom's side, one with my dad's, have ours, and then have theirs. So still sounds like a lot, but my dad's, he's super chill, and we do it like on a weeknight or something, and we'll get together, so we're not rushed. And then we're gonna do ours just as a family in the morning, and then go to my family's and his. And
Isn't
then
that the hardest? That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You have to kind of like say no.
Yes. Yeah, the morning thing I think was really hard, because Max's dad and stepmom live in South Carolina, and they've asked for a couple years, not as much anymore now that we have 3, but they were like, we would love for you guys to come for Christmas. And not arguments, but you just get in like tiffs that you're like, what are we going to do? Just because of how much pressure everyone is putting on you everywhere. And we've made a rule, like a hard cut. We will be in our home the morning of Christmas, like always, no matter what that means.
My parents came and stayed with us last year because, they were living down at the land. And I was like, and Colin's parents had also wanted to come for Christmas morning. And I had said no. So I told my parents, you can stay, but you're not coming downstairs until after we open up presents.
Stop, I'm dying.
Well, and it's all just,
do not walk down the stairs.
They were still sleeping anyway. You know how it is. They get up at like 6 o'clock on the dot. But it was just because once you, like, everyone just wants to be involved. So I know. That's where it's like.
And it's beautiful and it's love, and you never want to say no.
Wait till they don't want me anymore.
Oh
and then you can have them for Christmas.
But right now, that is like the one thing I'm obsessed with Callahan, is that she wants, and it's hard, but I secretly love it. She wants no one but me. Like literally no one but me. Collins is kind of there, but she's became a lot more independent now that she realizes I think she's the middle kid. But Callie is obsessed with me in every way, shape, or form. And it's beautiful. And she'll just sit with me. Like, I strap her on. She goes with me everywhere. But sometimes it's nice to be sitting talking to an adult. Yeah.
I was literally thinking about that today because I took PTO. Because I had to use anyway. So I was like, I'm going to get so much stuff done before this. I literally laid on the couch. I couldn't get anything done.
Isn't it so great, though?
Yeah, it is great. But also, I'm like, why do I crave this time by myself?
I know.
To, like, do things. And then when I have it, I'm like, I can't.
You have no idea what to do.
No.
But then when you have, like, 2 little humans running
Yeah.
around, you're like, I need this, and this, and you do it.
Yeah.
But you make it work.
Laundry,
yes.
Yeah. And I couldn't do any of it by myself. I was like.
Because you just needed a second to reset. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
I needed to mentally prep to come here.
Okay. Yeah, mentally prep to come here so we could just sit and talk. Coffee and an Alani Nu. My 2 favorite things that ever existed. So, okay, last one. You went through, like, literally the triple threat, right? So you're in your new build. You were going to build a house. Mm-hmm. And you had an existing house. Colin is going to turn off the episode right now with this question because he's like, sorry, we're going to die in this house. Yep. We're going to be wheeled away.
He's like, I don't want to hear anything for 10 years.
Yep.
And I'm like,
oh, 10 years is not bad. That is
Morgan,
like
I'll be 40.
Tomorrow.
What?
No. 10 years is like tomorrow.
I gave him 5.
Well, here's another stat for you. Average age of staying in a house. What do you think it is? The average time someone stays in a house. Yes.
5 years.
7.
Oh, I could see that.
It's up to 7 right now. During COVID, it went to 2 to 3, like 2-3.
What?
Like that's nuts. Like moving, like.
Well,
I know.
That's been
You're
the
there.
last 2.
Yeah.
This time it won't be. We have enough space. I think it would just be like.
And it's not just you.
No. Yeah.
You know.
Well, everything just like. I don't know.
It's harder.
Everything changes. Well, like, my parents have been... Colin has only lived in that house, besides when he was a baby, his parents.
Yep.
I feel like it's just... I don't know. I feel like things are just different.
Mm-hmm.
But what were you going to ask me?
No, it's generational.
Yeah.
If you were to do this again in 5 to 10 years, Colin, what alleyway would you start with, right? Because, you don't know where you'll be then, but if you had to choose one of those 3, what would you do? And money wasn't a thing.
Yeah. I feel like my gut instinct would be to search like we did for the Westerville house. But I feel like going into a spec home is still, because it's like the issue I had with the buying our Westerville house is it was so lived in that it was kind of hard to make it actually feel like ours.
Your house.
Yes.
Yep.
But the building process is just like, it takes you, I feel like it's like, there's so many moving pieces.
You were not in the time in your life to build a house.
And I know you said finances are not contributing in this question, but it's just, there's so many different things. So the spec home.
Things to live, like making a driveway is like $60,000.
The address for the mailbox.
Right.
We had to dig a well. Yeah. We were talking about it. If we would have took the money and time that we put into the lot that we didn't move into. Yeah. Into not even the house, even like savings. It's just like you don't think about those things, but probably still the route.
Run electric, like you could have been full Amish, and been like, sure, I'll build this house, but I'll just literally be Amish.
Well, and it's crazy too because you don't know, and not that you didn't inform us, but you just don't.
Well, no, you don't stomach it because when I tell you, okay, it's gonna cost $20,000 for a septic, right? Yeah. It doesn't sound like it would hurt that bad.
Well, it sounds like it should be normal.
Right. Until you see it broken down. You should not have to worry about how far you want your house set back because you don't want your kids running into the road or whatever. Yeah. But every little bit you push your house back is money. Yeah. So the further your house is back from the road, pulling it from utilities, the more expensive it is.
We wanted the long driveway with the trees.
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, each time you go back, you're adding 2 more trees.
Yes. You are
just little things, you don't think about. So I feel like unless you have, like, no time frame and just, like, you really are, like, dead set on creating, like, exactly what you want, then definitely building a house.
But that also comes down to selections. If you're building exactly what you want, I know you would have gone way deeper into it, but you can't. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, you have. Well, because I still wanted that split level.
I know.
And it's just, But so if I were to do it over again, I'd still probably end up where we are now just because it is, like, it's not the whole process. Yep. But it's not also someone else didn't
completely live in it.
Yeah. Which I feel like that's just more of being a parent now that I want, like, a clean slate because it didn't bother me as much. No. Then. No. I was like, oh, this is cozy. Now I'm like, how many people showered in it?
I know. Well, I have people that get full-on new toilets in every house because they get so freaked out. And I'm like, well, don't you ever pee in public? And they're like, I do, but I just don't want that in my house 24/7.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I respect it, but I'm also not replacing it. Like, for myself, right? If you do what you do the second you move in, but I just don't. Like, I didn't even change the locks when I moved in. I
only did whatever you had us.
Yeah, you didn't know. With a new build, you don't have to change. But
no, with Westerville.
With Westerville, you changed the front door.
Yeah.
So you changed the locks for sure.
Yeah.
But how long after?
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you were like, well,
because you don't think about it.
I think of it, if the person who owned it prior decides to come back, they have weird mental problems for that. Like, that sounds so harsh.
No.
But it is. Like, if they are trying to get into your house, we would have felt that during the entire deal anyway, that they were just not ready. Yeah. And
ours was like a rare situation anyway.
Yours was completely off market, too.
Community.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had...
Yeah, I know.
Which was also weird. All the timings have been perfect. They've just kind of like...
They have.
Worked out. Which that was one thing. I'm someone who wants it right now kind of thing. And I feel like waiting ends up being...
the right thing to do. And Colin is like the exact opposite. He is such a good waiter. Mm-hmm. He's like, I think we just need to think about this a little more. And you're like, I'm not going to think about it.
He's like, let's go home and sleep on it. I'm like, I won't sleep until...
No, you won't sleep.
The decision's
And then
made.
I'll wake up and I'll be even in a worse mood because I'll sleep for 1 hour.
Yep.
And then we're back to what I want to do.
Right. And that's what we're going to do.
And that's what we're going to do. That is totally what we're going to do. Oh, I love it. Okay. So, Jord, I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so proud of you. It's the last episode in 2025. And when I was putting my list together of who I was going to ask with what month, I wanted you in December for a total... I wanted you for a reason that your story just kind of encompasses... I mean, we've been through like everything together when it comes to real estate, but... being able to go through the journey of motherhood together, and I feel like we have.
Oh, yeah.
And we really would get together and have kids play together, but somehow our children get hand, foot, and mouth at the exact same time all the time. Which...
it's a lot harder
than
you think.
Oh, my gosh. So I just want to thank you for being one of those people that I know you'll be there for me no matter what. And with kids, too, if I'm like, Jord, we just can't, or vice versa, we're both like, cool, same. I didn't want to leave anyway. So you are just everything that I'm so proud of. Every video I see you post, everything. I'm just how far you've came and how far we've came together.
100%. I was going to say, and for you always not making, but like encouraging, at least for me to like get out and bring the kids. Like we went and did the photos. I would never ever set that up myself to go do. And now Santa.
Yes.
This
weekend,
are
you coming?
Yes, I am going to go.
Oh, St. Nick
I don't know
on
how
St.
it'll
Andrews.
go.
I love it. That's fine. I don't know how mine's going to go either, and it's going to be at my own actual house.
But I feel like you do a very solid job at the balancing act.
Thank you. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And it's going to be freezing. So it's going to be like grab your coffee, grab your hot chocolate, see Santa, and run
and the
like
kids
the wind.
will want to stay outside forever.
Forever. We have a huge 7-foot blow-up Grinch that's going to be sitting in our front yard.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be fun.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
I love it.
I love
so thank you for joining us. I love
me.
you. Thank you for tuning in to our December 2025 edition of Motherhood. For all things real estate and mom life, you can find me at Making Moves with Morg. It is, again, such a pleasure to do this, and it has been a wonderful first season of motherhood, and we will be back for an entire new season next year, and I have every single month filled up. So thank you all for that. Make someone smile today.